This is day 4 of late season whitetail for me. Colin and Jason left last night after we ate. Colin shot his buck yesterday, and they originally had until Friday planned to hunt, but he tagged out Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday's open. And so I got Wachong, he's still got a tag. So we're gonna go out this morning or today and go find himself a buck. We got a little bit of late start today because it was raining this morning, and also because we were just tired. So we're gonna go in. I tell people my favorite time to kill deer is not early morning anyway. It's always late morning, 9 to 11 o'clock. That's the juice. We're gonna load up here and head out.
She's stupid. Are you ready? Yeah.
You want content?
Call it in.
No, you give me the rifle. You run up to them.
Too far.
No, you act like we're gonna walk right on top. And you just gotta go down 100 yards.
Moose versus human.
Bro, she running, bro.
Go fight him. See who wins.
Obviously me.
Go use these sheds. Go fight him. Dude, she got a big head, bro.
It's a moose, dog.
Yeah, but her head looks extra big. Just look at it. That's a beast.
We just turned this little corner, and I'm glassing into a lot of really old clear cuts, so the brush has really grown up now. And I just spotted a bedded deer. Looks like a doe. No, it's not bedded.
Oh, yeah.
It's just standing. I thought she was bedded. But, look, yeah, it looks like a doe. Yep, that's a doe.
Too bad.
She might have a boyfriend. No, we're not even to our spot yet. We're still just hiking and glassing. Maybe standing for a few more minutes to try to see if there's another deer with her. I'll let you decide. We made it to the drainage that I used to hunt a lot. My dad's taken plenty of bucks out of here. Same with my uncle. My family in general is taking a lot of bucks out of this small little drainage. It just looks very, very different now. All of this clear cut right here back then used to just be dark timber. And now there's more clear cut than there are big dark timber. And back then, I think the reason why so many whitetail bucks got so big was because there was so much cover here, dark timber, and then with the competition for only a few clear cuts, like that's where a lot of these big bucks came out to feed. And that's why my dad has been pretty successful in the past hunting here, but now, like, this whole entire face is just cut. It's just all clear cut, which there's a lot of benefits to clear cut, but it kind of hurts a little bit to know that this used to just be timber and now it looks way different. But today's weather's perfect. Overcast, it's slightly drizzling. I just got here, so we're gonna post up here and slowly pick things apart to see if we can't pick out a buck feeding or cruising around in the clear cut. It's about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Pretty slow. We've seen one doe and 2 moose. So we decided to start a fire. I decided to start a fire. and we got the fire going. So now we're nice, warm, and cozy. And the rain's let up. The best thing I love about day hunting is food, because you don't have to worry about your pack being extra heavy, because you're gonna eat your food and then you don't have to worry about camp. So today I have been eating sushi this entire past week. It's kind of broken, but deer are moving. I spotted 3 does on the farthest knob away from us. 10 minutes later, Chris spots a lone doe on the far ridge that we're glassing. They're just up and about, feeding around. I don't know why this doe that Chris just spotted is alone, so we're gonna keep a close eye on her. 4 does that we know of. I think it's only a matter of time, I hope.
There was none. I had to go.
Wait, those are mule deer. All right, we've been sitting here. Chris just spotted a whitetail buck and a doe, and then I spotted a third one. I think it's also a doe. So 2 does and a buck. He's in a very killable spot. He's just very far. We just need to make a dash over there, and we just have to hope that he feeds out, because they're on the spine of the ridge, or at least close to it, and if they dip to the backside, we can't see it. So, and the other part is where that road point is, I hope we can see over the treetops. So he's a nice deer. He's pretty average to what you might find here in Washington, but he's a nice 4-point. So I don't think we're very picky, so this guy's a green light. I think we're gonna make a mad dash for him. Wachong and I are making a stalk. Chris decided to stay back. Well, I offered to stay back and have Chris and Wachong stalk in. Chris was not in agreement. Chris was like, I'll stay back and you two put the stalk. So Chris is staying back. He's gonna keep eyes on them. I mean, we can see them walking right now, but once we get to this dip over here, we're gonna lose visual. And the purpose of having Chris spot for us is if we get over them, their deer have moved off. At least Chris knows the general area that their deer are going towards, and we can reroute a game plan. So he's got a doe and a fawn, or it might be 2 does and 1 fawn. And he last crested to the backside of that ridge, so I don't think we have seen him for a moment, but we're gonna make our loop up there, see if we can't get a shot. shot. No deer are visible, but just right behind this small ridge, that's where the two does are. We just can't see from our angle. But Chris can see the two does just feeding around. He said he last saw the buck come up to the road and took the road to the backside, so... Oh, I see deer right there. Yeah, just get set up. Don't make a lot of noise. They're coming right over. Just get set up. Be quiet. Just slowly set up. They're coming over. It was a doe. I just hope this buck follows. Okay, I just laid eyes on him. We're gonna tone down and set up, see if the buck follows. Yeah, use your left hand to like adjust elevation and make it more stable. I usually like to put the stock right in the palm of your thumb. I see the doe. Do you see him? Is your parallax at 300? Yeah. Okay.
Do you think you'll follow those two?
I don't know. I think that doe below is hot. Or could be hot.
Yeah, because that's a different doe.
Yeah, it's not the same one. We'll see. We'll see if Chris can lay eyes on him. I mean, it could be the same buck.
I just don't see that doe.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense why he would go up like that. I don't know. It could be the same one.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a doe.
I think it's very much the same buck. Just went up the gut. Because he looks very similar. If not almost identical. He's still up there in the trees. He's just cruising. Like feeding. Yeah, he's up in the trees. I I've been sitting here and Wachong glassed way up high where the mule deer were, and he spotted a whitetail buck cruising. We're trying to figure out if it's the same deer, the same buck or not. It's a nice deer, looks very similar, and he's cruising. So I'm debating, because if he's the same deer, that makes the game plan easy. The different deer, that also makes the game plan easier. But we don't know if it's the same or a different deer, because he's up there now. Originally, he was down level to us. He could have very well easily just worked up there through the gut. He looks very similar, so if he is the same deer, then we can just cut our way up and watch that hillside that he's on. But if it's a different deer, then we can just wait here for this original buck down here. It's a double-edged sword when there's too many deer. Those are the two deer that we saw that crested on our side when we were set up. Came over here to check out to see if the buck was over here, which he's not. So I'm kind of leaning towards the idea that that buck that we saw up there was the same deer. If that's the case, we're gonna make our way up here and go sit up here and see if we just catch him cruising. He's not locked down on a doe, so he's moving. But this doe is going where we want to go. Up level 2 where the mule deer are. We last saw that buck right up top here, cruising off like this into the timber. We're gonna chill here for a bit, try to find a nice vantage so that we can see more. We just climbed up, so we're tired. That's why we're sitting down here looking at the deer, the mule deer.
There's only one.
What are we doing?
We're looking for elk.
I'm never letting him vlog again. All the deer bedded, so we're gonna take a little jaunt and hike over to the backside over here. There's some fresh snow way up high up here, and there's some deer tracks, pretty big deer tracks, definitely this morning that walked up here. Yes. You go, buddy. You're the herd buck.
Wait till he sees the other guy.
Huh?
Just wait until he finds the other guy. It's all over.
We are about to crest back over to the side where we saw the 4x4 whitetail this morning. That side of the face. And also where that giant forky mule deer and like 5 does were bedded. We decided to make an afternoon hike to the backside over here to simply walk around during the slow hours where most deer are bedded down, just to see if we could catch a deer bedded on the backside or up and about, just catching at the right time, and just found another small herd of mule deer. So that's not what we're after. It's about 1:30 p.m. now, so we're slowly working our way back over there to go sit for the evening when the deer get back up, and we're gonna see if we get lucky and that 4x4 comes back out cruising around. That's been the strat today. Glass this morning, found him, went after him, didn't get him obviously, and then he went off into the timber. We waited there for a little bit just to see if he came back. He didn't. Figured he went to go bed. Decided to kill some time throughout the day. And now that it's about to approach prime time again, go sit over there, see what comes out. We are in position for the evening, and since nothing has shown itself, fired up the jet boil. One of my favorite things about day hunting, especially for the late season, is I just bring warm food. Today I'm eating Mountain House ramen. Also works. Anything warm, it just lifts your spirits up during late season hunts when it's cold. It warms you up, and it just feels good eating warm food rather than cold food like jerky or a blackberry pie. Nothing beats warm food. We're sitting up at the top of this cut, and we can glass a lot of finger ridges down below. But the buck this morning disappeared right above us, so I'm hoping that if he comes back out, he's gonna cruise down somewhere here where we can see. If nothing comes out, then that's it for this hunt.